Hello, my name is Andy Olsen, and I'm a proud salesperson. I believe in the nobility of sales and in those who sell. I've seen that excellent sales skills are also great business and life skills. I'm passionate about helping people enable their sales warrior within. Let me share with you what sales mean to me. Sales are about making a great connection with another person, and then that connection evolves to trust. It's the start of a new relationship. Sales to me is about sharing my expertise, insights, and solutions with my clients. When my clients receive value from my ideas and use them successfully, that's incredibly gratifying. I find that many of my client relationships evolve into long-term partnerships. They are mutually beneficial. I succeed if and only if my client succeeds too. I want my clients to be successful, and I work hard to ensure they grow and evolve. That's sales. In my business, I provide advice to my clients that helps them become better sales and business people. I'm going to say something that might sound surprising. We are connected. I'm a salesperson, and so are you. Like me, you're an advisor to your clients. I looked up the definition of an esthetician, and it reads, a person trained to administer facials, advise customers on makeup, and the care of skin and hair. We are both advisors to our clients. If you look up how an esthetician builds her clientele, it's similar to how I do it as a salesperson. Estheticians connect with clients. They build trust. They communicate their tailored solutions and recommend treatments that will help their clients feel and look better. Upon success, their clients return for follow-up treatments and refer the esthetician's outstanding work to others. Many of their client relationships transition into friendships. Everyone wins. That's sales. You sell, I sell, and our approach is honorable. We feel great when we provide value to our clients. Friends, congratulations, we're a community. You too are part of the noble profession of selling, even if you don't realize it. In this course, we're going to build on this positive view of sales to further your skills. There are 3 learning objectives in this course. They are, 1, how to sell using the essential ingredients of connection, communication, and cooperation. 2, we will identify and practice simple sales actions you can use to build trust, serve your clients, and develop your clientele. 3, we will recognize that sales skills and selling leads to incredible empowerment and self-confidence in your ability to create excellent solutions for your clients. My sales and teaching philosophy is that simple actions, that's what creates significant results. Throughout this course, I'll introduce you to simple concepts that you can use immediately to build and develop your sales muscle. In sales, it's all about attention to small and straightforward action. For example, when you meet a client for the first time and smile, you send signals of warmth and welcome. That's a great way to start a new relationship and build trust. We'll apply this mindset as we take simple actions to connect, communicate, and cooperate with clients. As I was researching to create this training, I had the opportunity to talk to 3 great estheticians from around the United States. Jamie, Kim, and Kelly shared their insights and best practices with me, and I'm pleased that you'll hear their voices throughout the course. I'm excited to be working with you. Let's get started. In the previous video, I made the surprising statement that you, like me, were salespeople. It's provocative because many people don't see themselves as salespeople, or don't want to see themselves as salespeople because of negative stereotypes. As I like to call them, the negative stereotypes or dark side elements of sales are powerful and rooted in history. For example, the term snake oil salesman dates back to the 1800s when salespeople would peddle unproven or fake miracle cures and remedies. Don't listen to that guy. He's selling a snake oil solution. People felt lied to, robbed, and taken by the snake oil salesman who swindled money out of them by selling false hope. This term has endured to modern times and doesn't paint salespeople in the warmest of light. Additionally, many people think of challenging experiences they've had buying a home or a car from a salesperson. These are expensive and high-impact items in our lives. And due to the ease of entry into the car and real estate sales profession, combined with high turnover, many people work with inexperienced salespeople on these highly material purchases. Suppose the investment and product don't live up to expectations. In that case, the salesperson is blamed for the negative experience and the dark side sales stereotypes deepen. Then there's the slick salesperson. You know the stereotype. It's tied to the question, what do I have to do to put you in this car today? These experiences and stereotypes contribute to the dark side perception of sales and salespeople. Now, let me share the good news. You are not a snake oil salesperson. A great majority of salespeople like us are experienced advisors, trusted partners, and caring value enablers. Many great salespeople don't even think of themselves as salespeople. They think of themselves as empowered experts and relationship builders. Listen to Jamie reflect on being a salesperson.
I guess I didn't think of myself as a saleswoman. I didn't really think about sales, of how all of life is sales and how you're always selling yourself until a couple years ago. So really, no, I just kind of thought that I wanted to have a big full clientele. I wanted to be busy. So it wasn't that I was like, oh, I got to sell myself. It was more just like, I want to be busy. So what do I have to do to be busy? I have to be talking to people and checking on people and, catering to people to be busy. But no, I didn't really think I'm going to go sell myself to everybody. Once I started to get a lot of repeat clients, that feels good, right? When they want to rebook with you, that feels good. I'm like, I kind of like that feeling. Or when you give them a product that helps them, it's like that felt good. They like it. It helps them. So the more that happened, the more confidence I gained. And then I just wanted that to happen more and more and more. So I just kept, okay, well, what am I doing to get to make this happen? And let's do more of that.
You see, Jamie didn't think of herself as engaged in selling per se. She didn't think about how much of her services or products she was going to sell. She just thought about being busy, doing something that she loves, and that brings her and her clients joy. Because Jamie is a great esthetician, her description of what brings her joy is a reflection of her sales effectiveness. The joy she describes is the light side of sales. It's the sales business we engage in, providing value and solutions to others. I invite you to see yourself as both an esthetician and as a salesperson. Our goal today is to learn how the 3 C's, connection, communication, and cooperation, will empower you to enhance your experience, providing value and expert solutions for your clients. Now, let's jump into 3 C's by starting with connection. I enjoy connecting with people. In person is ideal, yet I'm getting used to making the most of Zoom calls. Aesthetics is also a connecting field. You connect with your new clients and patients and extend your connections with loyal clients. Connecting is a central component of how we sell. It's also a healthy activity. As humans, we crave connection with others. Connecting is essential to our health and well-being. I spent some time talking about the science and health benefits of connecting with others, and I'd like to share those insights with you. Connection. Connection is really powerful because it's rooted in science. The science of connection is really clear that when we are connected to others, we live a healthier life. And the data is undisputable. Improved mortality rates. We live longer when we're connected. When we're not isolated, our immune system health is better, and we have a decrease in emotional pain. That's why social media is so powerful, right? Because it's like this connection on steroids all over the place, unfiltered. It's also why probably over-connecting in that medium is also a little bit challenging. But connection, if I think about it, if I can deliver a connection and form a connection with my customer, I am delivering them improved mortality. Not a bad benefit to give to your customer when you first meet them. Humans seek to connect because connection delivers positive outcomes. Our physical and emotional health improves as we connect and reconnect with others. Connection is also a critical ingredient in developing trust. As an esthetician, your expertise, education, and credibility are valued by your clients. They need your advice in determining a solution to their needs. If they trust you, you are free to share and demonstrate your knowledge to them. In my conversations with estheticians, I heard the word trust repeated countless times. Trust is foundational to your relationship with clients, and connection is what builds trust fast. Let me introduce a powerful sales activity I use to connect with a prospective or new client. It's called the equal sign connection. Before we talk about the equal sign connection, I'll introduce you to what I call key terms. A key term is an idea, definition, and concept that is core to our learning. For each key term, I'll take a moment to define the word in the context of our training. All of the key terms we use in this course can be found in a PDF glossary in the More Resources section at the end of the training. Here's our first key term, equal sign connection. A connection is a link or bond between two things, and an equal sign connection is formed between people once they identify they have something in common. This commonality signals a shared value or experience that they both can relate to. Wow, we went to the same school. That's great. It's a small world. An equal sign connection can be found in common acquaintance or a referred client. A referred client can reveal the common link you share. Janet referred me to you and said you're great. Hey, that's fantastic. How long have you been friends with Janet? I discovered the equal sign connection in an unlikely place, a college calculus class. Before starting my master's in business program, I needed to take a few calculus classes to ensure I met the program's requirements. The advanced calculus class was taught by University of Wisconsin professor and mathematician Robert Wilson. Professor Wilson is a math wizard. And although I recall the hard work and complex problem sets from his class, what I remember most is that Professor Wilson was the advocate-in-chief of a specific math symbol. He preached the power of the equal sign, two powerful parallel lines. One day he said, "Friends, there's nothing more powerful in the world than the equal sign. It links everything together. When you voice that something is equal, you are making a deeply profound statement and connection." He never deviated from his equal sign evangelism. If a student responded and said, "It might be equal," Professor Wilson would quickly assert, "You really need to be careful throwing around comments like that. Remember, when you say equal, that means equal. It's not debatable. The equal sign unites." Professor Wilson was right. The equal sign is all-powerful, and I've carried Professor Wilson's enthusiasm into sales, and I regularly apply the equal sign lesson to selling activities. I actively attempt to find common connections, equal signs between myself and my clients. Similarities create trusting bonds and build credibility. When I discover that my client is a University of Wisconsin Badger like me, we bond over a shared experience. If my client has 3 kids in the same age range as mine, well, we discuss raising teenage kids. And when I first met Kelly on our video call, we connected over the Peloton bikes that we enjoy riding. Connections build rapport and boost trust, both key to establishing a healthy and prosperous relationship. Let's apply the equal sign connection concept to your engagement with clients. We'll do this by looking at a few specific examples of how you can make equal sign connections. First, let's look at best practices connecting on social media. After that, we'll unpack the first in 4 experience. And finally, I'll share some tips on how to continue to expand and broaden connections with loyal clients. Digital media are your social media accounts, web page, newsletters, emails, and text tools you use to reach out to your clients. Digital media is the #1 contemporary venue for connecting. It provides a gallery to showcase the work that you do, but not only is it a showcase or a hello or a shout out to all your great customers, it's also a virtual business card. So in that sense, it's both a powerful way to maintain connections with existing clients and a fantastic way to make an initial connection with new clients. Giving out a business card is a simple connection. You give it out, they look at it, and done. But using digital media as your virtual business card gives your client a venue that continues making connections over time. Listen to how Jamie uses her Instagram page as her virtual business card.
Now it's like, oh, follow me on Instagram. That's where I'm at the most. So I am not as good about carrying cards around. I do keep a couple, but sometimes it's like, oh, Instagram, everyone pulls out their phone and starts just to right there follow you. So it's almost like a live business card. I do like the Instagram thing because they can kind of see, because I try to do my stories at a personal level, kind of, and then my feed is at a all professional stuff. So I do like that they can kind of get to know you a little bit in that too.
With a new follower, Jamie expands her reach and community. Her new follower is introduced to the services Jamie offers. By clicking on Jamie's Instagram stories, her new connection also sees Jamie's hobbies, upcoming events, and adventures. By providing a look into Jamie's practice and passion, her clients begin the connection process even before stepping into her spa. Clients begin to identify with you, with what you show of yourself and the work you do. If there's a shared hobby or value, for example, your clients immediately begin to develop trust in you. Or when you showcase your problem-solving skills and expertise related to your craft, you begin building credibility with a new customer through your Instagram business card. While you're providing services to one client at a time during your work hours, your digital media reaches hundreds or thousands of followers and works for you all the time. Make this media work for you. Here are the must-do actions to take full advantage of social media's help in connecting, sharing, and selling. 1. Identify the social media platforms that are best for you. Consider choosing a visual outlet, such as Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, and Facebook, because clients want to see your work results. These social outlets are perfect for high-impact visuals. 2. Add content regularly. Keep your feed fresh with new offerings, new products, and new before and after pictures. Build a habit of posting daily or at a minimum weekly. 3. Like Jamie, share content that facilitates connections between you and your potential clients. I've chosen to share my love of music, dogs, and my family's adventures on my social accounts. I keep it simple and appropriate for all audiences. Many first meetings I have with clients start with them asking about my guitars or dogs. We connect over these items and feel the trust accelerating. The opportunity to connect through social media accelerates trust building and bonding. Absolutely take advantage of these resources to maintain connections with your regular clients and to make initial connections with prospective clients and patients. The next concept we'll explore is the first in four. Let's get to it. Did you know that first impressions form in the first 4 seconds of meeting someone for the first time? Studies have shown that lasting and durable first impressions occur in 4 seconds or less. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000. That's it. 4 seconds. My question for you is, do you have a plan on how you manage the first 4 seconds of a new client meeting? Delivering a solid first impression is a simple action. I recommend that you plan for the first 4 seconds and begin every new client relationship on a connecting track. Ask yourself, what is it that I want to convey immediately to this new client? What impression do I want to give to this person? I focus on authenticity, bringing my best body language, positive energy, and a connecting welcome that voices my client's name in the first 4 seconds. Those are my goals, and I have my first line down and ready to deliver. It sounds like this. Hello, Jane. My name is Andy Olsen. It's a pleasure to meet you. How are you doing today? I connect with positivity. I smile, stand up straight, and keep an open posture while delivering my first line in the first 4 seconds of the meeting with my new client. This is the first in four. Successfully navigating the first 4 seconds of a new customer relationship is yet another example of one of the small actions that over time will yield significant results. We'll come back to this at the end of this section. I'm confident that your new client relationships will last much more than 4 seconds. So what do you do next and over time? It's essential to continue the connecting process, and after the initial connections, you can begin to deepen your connections in order to build trust. A primary way you do this is by showcasing your expertise every chance you get. While you continue deepening and even making new equal sign connections, you build trust and you move into an advising role. You begin to create shared objectives for your clients' treatments. Let's listen to Jamie talk about what this looks like.
I would just be friendly smiley, try to be, well, I just am like that, but I was, so it was genuine, but I would just, strike up conversations with people. So even when a client comes in for like the first time, I'm not necessarily bombarding them with skin information. A lot of times the first time I'm just trying to create a bond with them, trying to find a little common ground. Because I feel like that's what in the next set, so then they're going to give me, I have trust. Then in the next appointment, maybe more, where the first appointment was a little bit of personal and a little bit of skin, trying to find a common ground. The next appointment is going to be a little more skin and a little bit of personal. Does that make sense? Where I'm kind of trying to just make a connection with them at first.
That's exactly what creating and then deepening a connection with a client looks like. Jamie has taken advantage of the first 4 seconds, gained a return customer, and builds on the initial connections to create shared goals for the client's treatments. Building that connection and deepening it is part of what we do as salespeople. With loyal customers, continue to connect with them. When your clients open up to you and share more, you have permission to make more penetrating equal sign connections. My clients and I talk about our hobbies, our kids, and our shared values. The bonds of trust strengthen with the discovery of each equal sign connection. Kelly's natural sales style and client engagement approach is centered on building connections by asking questions. This allows her to make a plan with her client. And this is how she establishes trust. She works in a med spa and takes the following communication approach with new patients referred to her. Listen to how she communicates in these situations.
I do. It's easier when someone is, referring them, right? Sally referred you. Oh, that's great. I love Sally. How do you know one another? That's always easier. I get a big one now. It's the internet. I saw you on the internet, or I Googled you. And so then I will ask them, oh, that's great. What made you choose our office? And they'll say, your website, or, and we just improved our website and it looks fantastic, I think, recently. So we've gotten a lot of feedback on that. And I will ask them, now I will say that I do kind of, hit it off as, I guess as soon as we kind of get through what brought you in, I do kind of go straight into then tell me why you're here, what your concerns are. And then I open up about when they tell me that, and I'm really starting to get into a plan, trying to figure out what am I going to do for this patient. That's when I start asking them personal questions like, what are your hobbies? Because I'm thinking, I need to know, do you work indoors? Do you work outdoors? Are your hobbies indoors or outdoors? That's going to be huge for me to set up a plan. So I probably go into more of their lifestyle when I'm really trying to figure out, okay, what am I going to be able to do for this patient?
Notice how Kelly interviews her patients to learn more about them, their needs, hobbies, and even their work. Not only does this information help her create a treatment plan, but it also identifies equal sign connections that may strengthen the bond with her patient. Notice too how her website led her new patient to pick her med spa, another great example of how to use digital media. All of these connecting practices work together to build solid relationships. Let's start our first exercise. This exercise focuses on connection. Download the PDF form that follows this video. The first section of the worksheet gives you a chance to practice your first and 4 line. Build the opening line that you use with your clients when they step into your spa or during a video consultation and you engage them for the first time. What are your go-to words? Once you pass the first 4 seconds of the meeting, the next essential moments are establishing equal sign connections. What are the topics that you usually find connect with your clients? List these topics on the worksheet: skincare, wellness, hobbies, profession, and possibly the person that referred this client to you. These are great places to build equal sign connections. Finally, when you connect with others, continue to be authentic. Authenticity means being genuine and acting in a way that's true to your own beliefs. When you connect with others and seek equal sign connections, always maintain your authentic style and approach. I provide a quick authenticity self-check on the worksheet. Think about how to connect with clients while at the same time maintaining authenticity. Once you complete this exercise, you'll be ready to jump into the second C, communication. The most important sales tool we have is our voice. We communicate primarily through verbal and nonverbal actions. Our words and body language transfer insights and advice to clients. Strong and effective communication with clients enables connection and cooperation. I like communication because it's a sales skill I can always keep improving. For example, my communication approach is similar to my teaching philosophy. Simple actions yield significant results. I always seek to communicate in the simplest way possible, by telling a story, showing a picture that highlights the main point, and through my body language, which amplifies my voice. I practice better ways to communicate. Communication is our next key term. The formal definition of communication is the imparting or interchange of thoughts, opinions, or information by speech, writing, or signs. Like it is for me, communication is also a foundational sales skill for estheticians. You saw how central communication is for forming equal sign connections with your client. And I'm sure you notice how important your words and body language are in making a great first impression in the first 4 seconds of meeting a new client. We're starting to see the bonding effect of the 3 C's: connection, communication, and cooperation. All are powerful sales ingredients on their own. When you put them together, their empowering impact multiplies. Communication is central to how you impart information and solutions for your clients. Although the product you sell is delivered with your hands and assisted by technology, you're spending a significant amount of time throughout the session guiding your client to the right services. In this section of the course, we're going to look at 2 best practices in communication. First, how to best use pronouns, and second, body language insights. After that, I'm going to walk you through a case study that highlights an element of communication in your field so you never miss a moment to create added value for your clients. Communication is both verbal and nonverbal. And in this lesson, we're going to look at best practices for verbal communication in sales. This best practice focuses on how to thoughtfully and effectively use pronouns. 3 pronouns, you, I, and we, are small yet powerful sales words. The best practice with these words has less to do with how to use them and more to do when to use them with your clients. When I meet a client for the first time, I focus on using the pronoun you. I used it in the first and 4. How are you? I continue to use it to find equal sign connections. What brought you in today? What are your skincare goals? Using you early in the new relationship will put the client at ease. She'll start to open up to you and share her needs. Your clients and patients may have challenges that negatively impact their self-confidence. By asking questions and communicating using the you pronoun, you'll facilitate a comfortable and open exchange. You give your client permission to state what she is hoping to achieve. Deploy the pronoun you with new customers early in the consultation or session. In turn, it will help you develop your game plan to meet her needs. Great. You started the new engagement focusing on the pronoun you. When is it okay to begin to add the pronoun I? In your field, actually, pretty quickly, because your advice and expertise are so valued, your clients will likely solicit your inputs early in the session. Once the client feels comfortable, equal signs of exchange, and she starts to ask you questions, then you can rotate to I. Take a listen to this exchange. The client is asking her esthetician for recommendations.
Do you recommend this treatment?
Yes, I do. This is a treatment I use myself. Let me explain the benefits I have found with this treatment.
When your client asks for advice, provide recommendations using the I pronoun. Here's another example.
Do you recommend this product?
Yes, I do recommend it. I have before and after pictures that shows the difference it makes.
I is ideal in answering client questions. It's personal, relatable, and credible. I is also a great pronoun to use to convey your passion for a product or service you provide. I just learned about a great new product that I'm excited about. I believe it would be great for you. People follow passion, and your expertise and passion for a product and treatment will give your clients confidence to try it out. As you build a partnership with your clients, rotate to the pronoun we. We is plural and signals that you and your client are a team. As you'll learn later in this course, teamwork is cooperation. Thus, we is an excellent pronoun to use to signal cooperation, and it sounds like this.
We're going to solve this problem together. We can make that happen. We've had a lot of success with this treatment. Can we make the next appointment?
Pronouns are small words that have a powerful impact. Thoughtfully communicate using these little words, and you'll accelerate building trust through connection, make great recommendations, and cooperate through teamwork. Let's now take a look at body language. Here are a few insights on body language that I recently shared. So words are one part of communication. The other one is body language. Body language is actually 60% of our communication. And when it comes to the skills that I'm working on and trying to develop and evolve, I'm actually, over the last year and a half, I've been working on body language. Smile more, better eye contact, be more open and engaged. Even if I feel a little anxious with a customer, I don't want the customer to see that anxiety in my body language. Because I know that if I have really positive body language and I'm speaking about the hydrofacial system and all the positive benefits and attributes, my body language will amplify my words, and it will transmit passion and optimism and confidence to the customer. Body language, including facial expressions, mannerisms, and posture, are as powerful as the words you speak to your clients. A forward lean, a listening ear, and a smile and a nodding head convey lively and engaged communication. Sunken shoulders, a pout, and a frown share unhappiness. Crossed arms signal that defensive shields are raised to protect. Salespeople can pick up body language clues from their clients. Observe and monitor your client's body language for insights into how comfortable and open your clients are to you. Here are 3 body language signals to watch for from your clients. 1. Is your client's body language open or closed? Closed body language may signal nerves, uncertainty, or concern. When a client crosses her arms or feet, if seated, you may need to spend a few extra minutes making her feel comfortable and relaxed. Use your equal sign connections to build rapport and trust. And you'll likely see your client rotate to a more flexible and open posture. For example, if you notice this in the initial consult, ask your client if there's anything she needs right now. Ask her how she's feeling about receiving a treatment today, or if she has any questions. When you notice closed body language, you can ask what your client needs to feel comfortable, since comfort leads to openness. 2. As passionate experts in your field, you are aware of the power of a smile. Faces hold hundreds of body language clues. Smile, frown, eye contact, a head nod, and even a head tilt are all signals to watch for in your client. If she is smiling, nodding, and making great eye contact with you while you share your advice, you can be confident she is highly engaged and open. If the client is looking away, struggling to make eye contact, or has neither a smile nor a frown, that's a clue you need to continue to make equal sign connections or ask her what she might need in the moment. Continue to use the pronoun you until her body language shifts to a more comfortable posture. 3. Is your client mirroring you when you are talking before the session or during the consultation? Mirroring is a nonverbal body language action that signals agreement, engagement, and alignment. Mirroring occurs when 2 people encounter one another and mimic the other person's movements and posture. In simple terms, when you wave to somebody, she waves back. This action is simple mirroring. If you describe a service you offer and show the client a brochure or demo, notice if your client is mirroring you. Does she lean in? Is she nodding with you in agreement? Are her shoulders forward like yours? If yes, Great. She's likely feeling comfortable with you and is open to the service. If she isn't, perhaps she is unsure about this treatment, but doesn't feel comfortable saying so. In that case, probing to see how she is thinking and feeling about a service may be in order to ease her fears or answer her questions. Just as you use your body language to amplify your expertise and passion for aesthetics, skincare, and wellness, observe the body language clues your clients share with you. In doing so, you'll receive signals from them that will help you further connect with them and with their needs. In this case study, I'll share an example of when I was at the spa as a client hoping to upgrade my hydrofacial experience. As you'll hear, my communication signaled that I was willing to invest more. However, the esthetician didn't convert my interest into the add-on service and sale. Halfway through my hydrofacial, and knowing that hydrofacial offers specific boosters to enhance the experience, I asked the esthetician her opinion on which boosters would be best for me. The esthetician responded with 3 or 4 great ideas, and my response was, "Great, that sounds amazing." However, she never asked if I wanted to try one. I thought to myself, I'm willing to spend the time and invest in her recommendation. I sought her expertise. She effectively communicated different options, yet she didn't invite me to try one. The session ended without a booster. It was a missed opportunity for both of us. Given this example, an important aspect of communication is to listen closely to your client's inquiries. When a client signals interest, asks questions, and requests solutions, she will likely add your recommendation to the treatment. First, listen for interest. Second, answer and share your expertise. And finally, ask your client to try the suggestion. The key is asking the client to try. If there is interest, curiosity, and excitement for your recommendations, make sure you invite her to give it a try. Applying this advice to the booster situation I just described, let's hear what good communication sounds like. What booster would you recommend for me to add to my hydrofacial?
I have 2 recommendations. First, Regen GF Booster. This booster will maintain healthy and youthful looking skin. Second, we can do a Protect Plus booster that delivers great hydration, protection, and addresses fine lines and wrinkles. These are my most popular boosters. Would you like to try one?
That sounds great. Let's try the Protect Plus.
Great! I have it right here and we have time to add it to the experience. I'm confident you'll like this.
Awesome. I appreciate your recommendation. This is a simple and authentic communication approach to ask your client to add more to the experience. A win for the client and a win for you. Did you notice how the esthetician used the pronouns you and I to position and recommend the booster? Perfect. I have one final recommendation for you regarding communication. Communication will lead to added value for your clients if you prepare for it. Suppose your client has expressed interest for a service, or you are thinking of offering her a treatment for one of her skincare goals. Have the add-on products ready to go. If there's an opportunity to upgrade the service, be prepared that you can deliver. Set up the add-on product when you start the session. Confirm you have time to upgrade the experience. Be clear on how much the upgrade costs if the client seeks price detail. Great communication plus strong preparation is a winning sales combination. Let's look at another example of how preparation aids your communication. Kim works at a large spa on the East Coast of the U.S. She trains new estheticians and staff on skincare and selling. Kim has a specific communication plan for clients who have completed their spa appointments. Have a listen.
So usually at the end of a facial, we have electronic beds. We sit the bed up for them. We always have water. We get them a glass of water. How are you feeling today? And I go over their home care routine to kind of what they need to be doing. I try not to talk a lot during the facial. During my consultation, we'll speak about what they're looking to get out of this treatment today. What can I do to maximize your results? I say, can I pick and choose the products or the treatment that I think will be best for you? 9 times out of 10, they're like, yes, because I don't know what I want or what I need. And then I'll let them relax a little bit. And then when I do the extractions and I put the bright light on, that's again when I'll go into detail of their home care regimen, what they're using and what I think they need. Then after that, we'll let them relax again so I'm not over talking. And then once I close out, my last thing is me telling them what they need. I try not to give them, I hate to say it, but give them an option of saying, I think this is what you should get, or I think you should purchase this. I say, this is what you need. This is what's going to help your skin and improve it. I'm going to leave everything up front for you. I leave instructions for them. We have really great, I had made up home care recommendation sheets that has like our name on it, our brand, and then it gives us like some lines to kind of write instructions. And at the end it says thank you, and we sign our name. Us filling that out, I think it personalizes for them. It's small enough they can put it on their fridge, keep it in their purse. But I think personalizing that at the end helps too. And I always say, I'm like, if you're selling a cleanser and a moisturizer, you need to tell them how to use it. So when we're walking them back to the changing room, I literally say one small pump or a pea size to a dime size of cleanser, work it up to a lather, never add more cleanser, always add more water, to not overuse the products. It's highly concentrated. And I think explaining that at the very end, it's instilled in their brain, and they're most likely going to purchase the products from you.
Notice how Kim positions the products she used during the treatments for her clients. Notice how she uses her expertise, shares best practices, and guides the client to purchase what she believes is best for them. She understands what will give them the best results, and she offers those solutions to her clients through her sharing experience. Preparation enhances your communication and the value you can add to your client's experience. Your second exercise is to reflect on your communication approach with your next client. Think about how you will prepare for and communicate an add-on service or a new service for one of your loyal clients. For example, how might a client who comes in just for brows benefit from an added service? Or in the spa, think about a facial client you see. How can they benefit from an enhanced facial? How would you communicate about the upgraded experience? The worksheet that follows this lesson will guide you through these scenarios. I encourage you to give it some thought and then give it a try. You'll likely find that your clients want to hear more, and if they say yes, be ready to make it happen. After completing the exercise, we'll move on to our final C, cooperation. I'll see you shortly. Cooperation joins connection and communication as the third and final significant sales ingredient that will inspire your clients to say yes to you. Just like connection, cooperation is a natural part of all of us. Science shows that cooperation is an essential part of how we function and behave with others. Neurological studies show that the brain deploys a positive chemical response that motivates us to act cooperatively. Think about how vital cooperation was to our evolution. When our great ancestors, the cave people, ventured from the cave to the prairie, they relied on teamwork to survive. When one person slept, the other stood guard so the lion wouldn't attack. Cooperation over the centuries has built countries, machines, and movements. Cooperation helps us build deep client relations. And just like you, I put the needs of my client before mine. I'm confident that if I create value for the client, I'll receive value in return. You do the same. You share your expertise with your clients, and when they succeed, they reward you with repeat visits and great testimonials to friends. This is exactly what successful salespeople do. Cooperation is our last key term. Cooperation means to work together. Co means together, and operate means to work. In business and sales, cooperating means working with your client to create mutual value. Let's talk about 2 ways you create value through cooperation. First, you work together with your clients and build a cooperative team to create value for your client or patient, which is then given back to you through the value of a repeat customer, referrals, gratuity, and so on. Second, you cooperate with your business teammates and partners to create value for your clientele, for your business partners, and once again for yourself. Let's start by looking at cooperation with clients and patients. Listen to how Kelly uses communication to create a cooperative encounter with her patients.
So how it works in our office is I bring the patient to a room. It's more of like a consultation room. And I introduce myself and I ask them, what brings you into our office today? And they'll tell me, I have a dark spot right here. And that might be the only reason they came into the office, but that's kind of how I open it. What brings you in today? And then we kind of sit there and we talk about what the patient's concerns are. I hand them a mirror, we're sitting side by side. I'm handing them a mirror and I'm saying, okay, just let's talk about what concerns you, what improvements, and again, it might be one thing, it might be several things, but that's kind of how I approach it. We sit together and we are kind of talking, back and forth, kind of like, friends hanging out. And then what I do once we get the concerns down is we have a machine. It's a skin analysis machine. It's called a Visia machine. So I take their photo. So now we get a little more technical here. I take their photo and it's showing them what's going on underneath their skin. And now we can see the whole picture, the inside and the out. And so then that opens up a whole world of what's really going on with their skin. So at first it's more of a conversation, and then I get into, okay, this is what I see. And then we kind of go from there.
Notice that by asking questions and having her patient look in a mirror, she uses communication to help create a cooperative plan with her patient. She shares her knowledge, skills, and resources to educate her patient so that they can work cooperatively to understand the issues at hand and the plan moving forward. Let's turn to Jamie. Jamie has built her practice over the years by cooperating and caring for her clients. She connects to build trust, educates them with her expertise, and always puts her customers' needs before her own. She encourages her clients to try new things if she believes it will be the right solution.
I don't ever try to oversell them something that wouldn't be good for them. And they know that over time. And then product wise too, they know that I have their skin's best interest in mind or whatever it may be. So I notice that my clients now, because I've seen so many of them for so many years, they almost don't even ask me what they're doing. They're just like, sign me up for this. What should I do? And I'm like, oh, well, you should do this. Or when I get a new treatment that I've learned or something, they will just say, yeah, I'll try it. Or, oh, you think this product's the best? Then yeah, okay, give it to me. And it's because I have always authentically been interested in them, authentically recommended over and over only things that I think will help. I don't try to oversell them or upsell them on things that aren't going to help. So over time, they recognize this, and it doesn't take long when you're just truly, yourself and you're truly have an authentic way about you. Right. And show interest in them and their improvements in their skin. They will just start to trust me. So it just evolves to where they're not even barely asking me any kind of questions. I'm like, can I please tell you about this though? I go and tell you the good benefits, not just to do it.
Jamie has permitted herself to share ideas and recommendations to clients. Did you hear how she presents her recommendations? She first asks, can I please tell you about this? She invites her clients to listen and learn about a potential value add. By asking for permission to engage, Jamie welcomes her client into the discussion. Since the client trusts Jamie and her expertise, she will likely say yes. Not pushy, not over-the-top sales, just Jamie trying to help the client get the best care. She cooperates with her clients, keeping her client's best interests at heart. By combining connection and communication, you move into a cooperative relationship with your clients or patients so that your work with them brings mutual enjoyment and rewards. Let's move on to the second type of cooperation critical in sales and aesthetics, cooperating with your business colleagues and teammates. Having worked in Fortune 500 global businesses for most of my career, when I joined others and cooperated to achieve our goals together, we accomplished significant milestones. Many of you work with teammates in your businesses and spas. Even when you are an entrepreneur and managing your own business, you likely have partners or a network of people you refer clients to for other services. Your specialty may be facials, microneedling, or waxing. However, you may believe that your client could be best served by a service that you do not offer or specialize in yourself. However, your colleague at the spa or the doctor you partner with might be the best person for the job. In these moments, you may pass your client on to another person for a particular service. In this case, you depend on a cooperative teammate who can deliver excellent care to the client and value your relationship with the client. Kim explains the dynamic of referring clients to teammates without feeling like she is giving away her relationship. She and the med spa team she partners with, they cooperate to serve the client. When services are successfully provided, everyone wins. Kim shares how this internal cooperation works at her spa.
Yeah, we're lucky here that we have, that we have the med spa and we're able to cross sell. A lot of my waxing clients, I'm able to kind of cross sell and bring to the med spa. For clients, maybe if they get a lot of ingrowns or they're real sensitive, we'll bring them down to the med spa and get their services done. When we're up in the spa and say I'm doing a hydrofacial, I just had a client actually a couple weeks ago. She actually purchased a series of hydrofacials and then she purchased a series of IPL lasers. She's really concerned about her chest, the pigmentation on her chest and on her face. So we do the hydrofacials and we do the boosters, the Bright and All, the Bright Alive. I've done CTGF on her. And then 2 weeks later, she comes in, she gets her IPL done. So it's and the results, are outstanding. So she's working on her chest now, improving the results. So I hear what the client has to say. I listen to them, what their concerns are. There's only so much I can do for them. And if I feel like they need a more aggressive treatment, I'll definitely recommend them to the med spa. We do complimentary consultations. And we do a lot of different like peels and lasers, and we have this new one. It's Vivace, which is like microneedling and radio frequency. It's pretty intense for resurfacing and brightening. So it's nice that I can kind of cross out. And I don't think of it as I'm losing that client. It's like we're gaining more because they're trusting us, they're coming in, but then they'll come back to me, and see me. So I don't think of it as losing a client. I think of it as gaining more of their trust for them to get more services from us.
Kim's words resonated with me. It's empowering to work in an environment where the team works together to provide the best client experience. Cooperation reminds me of the quote, "A rising tide lifts all boats." When you cooperate with your colleagues, they will likely cooperate with you. Value is shared all around. Also, did you notice how trust plays a role in cooperation? When Kim referred a client to a different specialist, that client came back to her trusting her opinion even more. Jamie also shared a story about how she created a cooperative team with a physician who runs a neighboring med spa. Jamie was able to pick up new customers, expand her expertise, and deliver new services without the threat of losing clients. The cooperative business partnership has benefited clients, Jamie, and Dr. Becker.
Talk a little bit about your partnership with a doctor and why you did that and how it's going so far. And would you recommend looking at some of these unique partnerships?
Yes. So I feel very, very fortunate because we have a great relationship personally and professionally. It has, when I first started working with her 5 years ago, even though at that time I didn't necessarily know any more, didn't have any more knowledge necessarily. I've gained knowledge now since working there, but the day I said I work at Dr. Becker's, in people's eyes, they thought I knew more. It gave me more credibility because it was a doctor's office. So whether that's, shame on them or not, I honestly, I knew just as much, but it does give you credibility. And then I would highly recommend it because again, it's a value add for both of us. It's going to benefit her because I have a whole new set of people walking in the doors. It benefits her because they might go see her for other things. They might, walk up to me to go get a skin treatment, but then, oh, my ear hurts or something. I'll stop by down to Dr. Becker's, get my ears checked. It benefits because I do have access to these $100,000 lasers that I wouldn't necessarily purchase. I don't really want to take that risk at this time.
As you've seen, cooperation with colleagues and teammates is essential to delivering outstanding results to clients. And it grows your community of professionals in your field who can work with you and help you grow your business. You've spent a lot of time in this training learning how to effectively deploy sales skills, connection, communication, and cooperation with your clients. Use the same approach to build great relationships with your teammates in the industry. Great teams create results. Use cooperation to succeed together. Thank you for your engagement in this course. I want to leave you with a final thought. Sales and aesthetics are empowerment. Your expertise empowers women and men to feel better, to be happier, and to live with more confidence. The sales ingredients of connection, communication, and cooperation are empowerment skills. The call to action is to put these skills to work and to harness the nobility and empowerment of great sales skills within your practice. In this course, you learned how to 1. Sell using the essential ingredients of connection, communication, and cooperation. 2. Employ simple sales actions you can use to build trust, serve your clients, and develop your clientele. And 3. Recognize selling is empowerment. Experiment with different communication and connection techniques that build and expand trust. Build cooperative teams with your clients and patients. Recognize that your clients want to hear your recommendations and innovations. Aesthetics, like sales, is a noble endeavor. Thank you for sharing your passion with me and allowing to share my sales passion with you. And thank you so much to Jamie, Kim, and Kelly for their incredible insights and contributions to this course. There are additional insights and content in the More Resources section at the end of this learning. There, you will also find a cheat sheet of everything we've discussed in this training, boiled down to the key concepts and actions you can take. Your completion certificate awaits you at the end of that section. A closing survey completes the training. Your feedback will help make the Connect program even more robust. Thank you in advance for your opinions on the survey. Connect with me on Instagram and LinkedIn at Andy Olsen, our modern day business cards, and share your success stories. I wish you boundless success and joy sharing your passion and sales skills with your clients. My name is Andy Olsen. Good selling, good leading, and good living.